Órale, Cholo Trucker Mas movies and shows. And here we got the movie, The Outpost. Now, I've never heard of this movie before. I came across it on Netflix. You also can find it on other streaming platforms like Amazon Prime, Fandango at Home, Google Play Movies and TV. It's on YouTube as well. Um, it just came across my feed and I'm like, yeah, sure. I like military movies, man. Let me see what's up with this one, right? This movie came out in 2019. And like I said, I've never heard of it before, but let's go ahead and let's read the description. A small unit of US soldiers alone at the remote combat outpost located deep in the valley of three mountains in Afghanistan battle an overwhelming force of Taliban fighters in a coordinated attack. Okay, so that pretty much sums it up, man. This is a true story. This movie is based on a true story, and it took place in 2009 in Afghanistan. But the movie came out in 2019, and Rotten Tomatoes has it at 91%. So I went ahead, I watched this movie, and let me go ahead and tell you guys what I think. Now, it's got a bunch of actors that I don't know. Orlando Bloom, yeah, I know him here and there, but outside of that, it's got a bunch of actors that I don't know about, man. I've never seen them to the best of my knowledge. Maybe I have seen one or two of some, here and there. But man, homie, some of these military movies that don't make it to the big screen end up being kind of duds and kind of tough to watch and being like very low budget. And that's kind of what I was expecting on this one, but I gave it a shot. Man, I'll tell you this. I enjoyed this movie. Now, I don't want to exaggerate and say this is a great, great movie, but I actually did enjoy it. The fighting scenes were ridiculous. At one point, so basically what the description just read right there, it pretty much, puts it out there, man, that they are at this outpost where they're like in the bottom of mountains. It's like, what the flying are you doing? How can you defend your position? You're looking up at anybody who's shooting at you. I mean, they're elevated, but with all these mountains around you, they're shooting down at you, and you're the one that has to be defending, shooting upwards. It was ridiculous. I'm like, what the heck is this? But nonetheless, they had to be there and play nice with the locals and all that stuff. And at the same time, watch out for spies that are, giving up information to the Taliban and things of that nature. It was an interesting movie, the way everything was playing out. It seemed pretty realistic. It wasn't just battle and battles and battles and battles, but just the changing of command as well. You had different guys coming in and out. You had different guys coming in. It's like, all right, cool. I'm the captain. I'm in charge now. Oh, you know what? I've been reassigned. I'm taking off. Just things like that. And just losing guys and seeing how the ranking system goes and seeing how these guys live together, man, in a spot like that where they were constantly under attack. It seemed like almost every day they're taking some sort of fire. And they were just waiting to go home. They were just like waiting. It's like, hey, when is this outpost going to be shut down? That's what they were really waiting for. And it seemed like it was getting pushed back more and more and more and more. And it's like, damn it, man. We can't wait to get the heck out of here, right? It was a dangerous, dangerous spot to be in. And at one point, it got a little bit frustrating because you never really got to see the enemy. You just got to see shooting up from the mountain going down to their base there, to their outpost. So it got a little frustrating. It's like, okay, they're just shooting back. Yeah, I get they got targets and all, but it was a little frustrating to see that, you couldn't really see the enemy until the end. Where it was like, hey, you know what? This is the big one. We're about to leave, but they're coming after us. The whole Taliban is coming after us. And I'm not really sure how many guys were there, how many soldiers were there. Um, Probably seems somewhere around like 30, and they were just overwhelmed, with so many Taliban forces, man, just going at them and what they had to do to survive. It was the battle scene, that final battle scene was probably about a good, oh heck, I don't know, man, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, possibly even an hour. It was incredible. It was probably the best um fighting I've seen probably since Black Hawk Down, because it was just constant and it was nonstop and it was going and going and going and going. And then just seeing guys get injured, seeing guys go down, and seeing what they had to do, man, to, back each other up. It's like, holy smokes, we got a man down over there. We got to go get him. But at the same time, they're taking heavy fire. It's like, so what? We still got to go get our guy. It was incredible to watch. Now, one thing that I will criticize about the movie is that there's kind of really no main character. Maybe the guy that you see on the screen right here with the little mustache on the left-hand side, maybe he ends up being the main character, but in reality, um, there's really no main character that you follow for the most part. It's not getting towards like, I don't know, maybe towards the middle of the movie that you kind of start following him a little bit more, but character development wasn't really there. I wasn't really sure who got shot. I wasn't really sure who went down. I wasn't really sure, wait, who did not make it? Because I'm not sure who did, who didn't. Oh, this guy's like super duper injured. But I'm like, wait, who is he? Which one is he? The character development wasn't really there like it is in some of the other movies. That's the only criticism that I have about this one. I never got close to any one of these characters because there was really no main character here. It was just kind of all these guys. And with all the guys, like, again, it was just all the way around where it's just like, all right, cool, but there's really no main characters. There's really no, you're focused, when it comes to movies like this, you kind of focus on three or four characters, main characters, right? And what they are doing in this, the battle scenes and all that. Where here it was a little bit just it was different because you didn't really build a relationship watching the movie with any of these characters. But outside of that, I'll tell you guys this, man, it was good. It was good. Like I said, I don't want to exaggerate and say that it's up there with some of the best military movies out there. But look, if you like military movies, I highly recommend this one. I really do, man. Now, is he going to be up there with, a lot of those great military movies that people love to mention, like Saving Private Ryan, We Were Soldiers, Black Hawk Down? No, no, it's not. But it's not too far off. Like I said, had they developed the characters and really made you, had some of the characters stick out and made you care about the characters a little bit more, I think it would have done a little bit more justice. But all that aside, I really enjoyed the movie. It was entertaining. And to know that it was a true story. And not only that, but the justice that it did by showing all the guys and what they received afterwards for surviving this or just being involved in this battle, and how this battle has like not really been mentioned in history, but so many years later, it's definitely going to be remembered in history because there's two surviving members that received the Medal of Honor. And just like it says, and I don't want to spoil it too much, but there hasn't been a battle where two surviving soldiers have received the Medal of Honor in over 50 years. Two surviving. Remember, surviving, not passed away, surviving. And this battle, I mean, dang it, dog. My hat goes off to all these gentlemen that were involved in this battle right here. And then just, just seeing how the effects it took place, seeing one of these guys go to a therapist afterwards and the effect that it took on him. But look, honestly, I'll just go ahead and say it. I'll leave it right there, man. If you guys like military movies, if you guys like the Black Hawk Downs, if you guys like all these movies, I'm telling you guys right now, man, this one flew way under the radar for me. And it shouldn't, man, because out of a scale of 1 to 10, I'll probably give it about a good 7.5 or an 8, maybe even more. It was good. It was good. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, the only thing they didn't develop characters good enough. Outside of that, I got no complaints. What a really good movie and heroic movie, man, for all these guys and what they went through. Cholo Trucker, M.A.S. movies and shows. I'll catch you guys on next one.